Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a replay in the Patriot on Prokhorovka. This game's going to be about matchmaking, and how I don't really mind when the matchmaker gets a little bit drunk. And what I mean by that is, when you do matchmaking in this game, I'm going to be in a 4-man platoon this time. I'm going to be with Felix, Spandex, and Luke. I'm wearing a tier 8 premium tank platoon, just grinding some silver. And already, Prokhorovka isn't great, because usually artillery's an asshole on this map, and it's very hard to avoid. But, in this game you're going to see that it's a tier 9 and 10 game, the enemies have all tier 9 and 10s, and then there's us and our 4 tier 8. But, we don't mind, because the enemies don't have artillery, and that means we can at least attempt to do something. And this is what I mean by I don't mind +2, -2. I always feel like I have a chance against +2 tanks, so long as there isn't artillery, because then I can do the plays I want to do. Artillery limits the places you can go to and the things you can do, which makes it difficult. So I'm in the Patriot, Felix and Luke are in the King Tiger, and Spandex is in the Revolution. And because there's no artillery, and I'm in a Patriot, I'm going to go to the mid-range. Now I track the light tank on the move, and no one hits him while he's tracked. So clearly no one had any expectation of me tracking him, which is fair enough, because I wasn't expecting to track him. But either way, the Patriot has a pretty good turret. It's nowhere near on the level of a T-32, but you do get more mobility, nicer gun in terms of DPM, rate of fire, penetration, gun handling, and the tank itself is faster. So overall, it's a very good tank. Just you don't have the invincible turret, basically. And if you look at the minimap, coming to the mid-range, there are a lot of enemies in front of us. And I'm going to load the premium rounds, and I'm going to fire a lot this game. And usually I'm not one for firing a lot of premium rounds. By the way, our IS-7's killed himself, because clearly this matchmaking wasn't, awkward enough. He clearly felt bad for the enemies that they had to fight against 4 tier 8s. So thought he'd make it easier on them. On a serious note, I have no idea where he killed himself. I'm assuming the only place he could have done that is at the water near the hill, I'm assuming? No idea. But, yeah, I'm going to fire a lot of premium this game. I normally don't, but, given the matchmaking and everything, I'm not going to be too upset about it, and I'm not going to care too much. Now, as you can see, I've got Felix next to me. Spandex is further back, because his Revolution has no armor, but a fairly nice gun. So Spandex is at the back, just to provide a bit of fire support. And what's happening is, you see him trying to get the side shot on the turret of the 50 TP. Luke has just picked up the Object 432. Now I do get a shot into the 50p, but 257 gets a big shell on me. However, I get a very lucky shot in, only for 240 odd alpha, but either way, damage is damage, and I've still got a decent amount of hit points. Luke has now just picked up the 1390 as well. And right now the plan was for me and Felix to hold this ridge, keep people spotted, and for Spandex and Luke to support us with some nice shooting. And this wouldn't have been possible, what I'm doing right now, if artillery had been in the game. Like, me and Felix would have just been absolutely shit on right now if there was artillery. Felix picks up the 257. 50T to the left, but there's not much I can do about him at the moment. You see him being very aware that anytime I pop up I get shot from multiple angles. Now I'm thinking about that 50T, and I don't like him being over there. So at the moment I'm going to back up. I'm currently unspotted, and I'm going to use that to my advantage to relocate. So Felix is going to hold where he is, And I'm going to try and get to the... I don't know what you call this location. It's quite a well-known location on this map. The little dome area here. You can get hull down and everything. There's no artillery. You can have really good games here. Now, I'm aware of the E5 to my left, but I really want to get rid of this 50T for our team. And thankfully, I do manage it. And now I can turn back to these guys, and now I've got a different angle on them. Now, the issue is, I didn't think the E5 would have a shot at me there, but he did. Big shell on me, and I'm going to make another mistake here. And that mistake is, this is Prokhorovka. On Prokhorovka, you can always expect some people to go to the train tracks at the very edge of the map. I've forgotten that fact as I'm popping up here, trying to get shots into the IS-7. And basically, what's going to happen is that I bounce the E5 shell, pop up, because I'm trying to get damage into the IS-7, and then I get hit for basically just over 400 hit points. So there's something at the train tracks, and I've just now realised, and that's my fault because I should have known that there would be. The other issue is I have a small caliber gun here, and against an IS-7 and the 279A, like even in the side, they're rather awkward to deal with. Now I'm trying to keep people spotted and get shots in when I can, but now I am a one-shot for everyone, so I have to be careful anytime I jump up. I get spotted, backing up so my turret isn't exposed. Now, the issue is, there's a T95E6, by the way, Felix has just been killed by enemy T10. There's a T95E6, who I believe has just been spotted for the first time, I think, because he's on full hit points. And he might have been the one to shoot me from the train tracks. Now I get a shot into him, but already I'm telling the guys that I think I'm dead, because with him on so many hit points, I believe he's just going to kill me. And, indeed, he commits to try and kill me. So, I'm now dead, but I've got a decent bit of work done. In the time I was alive. And right now we're actually a tank down. So now, Spandex has just picked up the E5. And now I keep bringing up the map because I'm trying to look at information and help get some information for Luke and Spandex. So, thankfully the enemy tank on the hill is dead, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. The issue is, one of the enemies here is just basically going to be a pain in the ass for tier 8. You can't pen IS-7s, obviously, as we've been doing, but like, you know, Russian heavies are not the things you want to be fighting against. I mean, it's what it could be worse, it could be a mouse or something. Luke's going to relocate. And right now, the enemy team also has a bat chat, who also, I don't think's ever been spotted, and right now, I've been saying how, like, there's a potential that he's on the train tracks. But it'd be a bit strange for a top tier medium to do that can basically function as a light tank, but instead the IS-7 is actually, at the same time, the IS-7 spotting for the bats at the snipe kind of makes sense. So, Luke is jumping over for the IS-7, bounces his APCR shell, I believe that was, gets a shot in, but the bat chat is at the train tracks. Luke's moving, he's angling up, he's bounced 3 shots, well he got tracked and bounced 2. Does get penned by the 4th, but now we know the bat chat only has 1 shell left. So, it's safe to assume that he's reloading, and even if he isn't, Luke can survive a shot. The enemy T95E6 who got me has been killed, and now the bat chat on full hit points is going to be a scumbag and kill himself. So, Luke and Spandex may have been able to get more damage, but we'll never know. But overall this game, +2 matchmaking, not an issue. Artillery is an issue. So we were all actually able to do some work this game. 71,000 credits profit despite firing quite a bit of premium. A first class mastery with 2300 damage and 1700 assistance in a kill. And we didn't do the most damage on the team, but thanks to being bottom tier, we all got lots of XP. And even though I know we're lower tier, so we get more XP, I think we all did a pretty decent job for being bottom tier. And to be fair, I just can't help but think how much easier would that game have gone had the IS-7 not killed himself. But at the same time, maybe it wouldn't even have been easier if he stayed alive, and maybe we might have been better off. Who knows? So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you all in the next one.